What is up, Schofield members? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's doing great. This will be the first lecture of this series, taking you guys from zero to absolute hero, from unprofitable to profitable, from not knowing anything in the markets to knowing absolutely everything you need to know to make money. So this lecture is not going to be anything charts related. It's going to be a little something that you have to know before you start with me, with anyone, with your trading career, whether you're 1 day in, 1 week in, 1 month in, 6 months in, a year in, whatever. This lecture or this first lecture is very important, even to myself, as a reminder sometimes. So please take this lecture very, very serious. This is very important, especially if you're newer to this game. So, starting off, these 3 topics I want to talk about today: what to expect from me in this series, these lectures, my role, what to expect from yourself on this path, and finally, what to expect from the markets. Starting off, what to expect from me. What is my role? First of all, my role is to save you money. When you start off with a mentor who knows what he's doing, who has results, who's done the research, who's done the time, he saves you money from in a series of multiple ways. Number 1, he saves you money of joining pointless groups, signal groups, scams. That's number 1. Number 2, saves you money in the market from losing money you could otherwise benefit from, either from actually learning from someone that knows what they're talking about, or from using to your own good, or money that you could invest into your trading properly. So that's another way that I will be saving you money, by not making you waste money and lose money trading when you don't know how to trade. Number 2, I'm going to save your mental state. What do I mean by that? Now, you see, for me, I spent my first about 7, 8, 9 months to a year wasting my time. Until I found ICT. I found ICT about 1.5 years into my journey. That first 1.5 years, when I came to ICT, I didn't come fresh. I came with mental damage from losses, going through strategies that don't work, going through mentorships that are pointless, a waste of time. So when I came into ICT, I was already in the negative in terms of time, money, and effort, because I had wasted money during that 1.5 years trading, and whether that would be on paying for people to join their mentorships. Number 2, I came in minus in terms of time. So I spent 1.5 years just didn't learn anything good, a waste of complete time. So that's another negative on my mental state. Plus, I came with a negative thought of trading, because 1.5 years I spent day and night learning about trading, and yet not being profitable, it did affect my mental state. So that's another role that I'm going to be doing here. This is very important, saving your mental state, right? You're not going to have to go through and search for something that works. You're not going to have to go through the rent. You're not going to have to go through the mud. I'm going to give you the sauce. It's simple, straightforward, easy to understand. All you need to do is apply. Number 3, I'm going to save you time. This relates to number 1 and 2. This is the most important thing. As I said, if you can save time in this business, for me, it took me about 2.5, 3 years to become profitable. If I got someone to put me in the right direction from the start, I would have probably been profitable in about 1.5 years, 1 year. So the most important thing, more than money, even more than your mental state, is time, because time is more important than both of these. If you lose time, it's going to affect on your mental state. Saving you time is the most important thing. You don't want to be spending 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years learning this and not being profitable because you're not exposed to the right information. You want to be exposed to the correct information, someone teaching you the right concepts, and not overextending your time. So that is a very important role that I'm going to be doing here, is saving your time. Number 4 is I'm going to be obviously mentoring you. What do I mean by that? I mean, I'm going to give you the lectures. I'm going to see you apply them. I'm going to give you homeworks. I'm going to tell you exactly the path that you should do that I didn't take, which made me lose money, time, and affect my mental state. So I'm going to be combining all of that, what I've learned, and giving you what you need, saving you as much money, saving you as much stress, and saving you as much time. All you need is to apply what I teach you, what I tell you to do. Sound good? Hopefully. The second thing that I want to talk about is, what do you expect from yourself? These are the 4 points that you need to expect from yourself at the bare minimum. Number 1, humbling yourself down. This is something that affected me in the start. If you are cocky, if you want to force your will on the market will humble you again and again and again and again. If you want to save time and money and effort and heartache, humble yourself down. Submit to the process. Don't think that you can win over the markets. The markets will always be right. The markets do what they want. You cannot force your will on the markets. Humble yourself down to make this easier on yourself. Number 2, journaling every single thing. I'm going to be talking about this more later, and I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how to do this later on. But for now, you're going to need to journal every single thing. And that is trades, emotions. I'm going to show you guys what I use to journal my trades. Everybody has a unique way. I'm going to show you guys my way that I've, so far at this point, I probably have journaled about 300-ish trades across 1.5 years maybe. I'm going to show you guys what I use to journal my trades, and then how I journal my emotions every single week. So you're going to need to journal every single thing. This will help a lot. Number 3 is sticking to one. Only one. And what I mean by that is, you're going to stick to one model, one trading strategy, one session, one pair, one everything. Now, if you are completely new and you don't know what a session is, a pair is, all that, don't worry. I'm gonna go over all of that. But to make things just simple right now, you're gonna need to stick to one thing only. One thing. If you try to overcomplicate and think you're smart, try to outsmart the markets, you will be humbled. You will lose money, lose time. You're going to put in effort that is not needed with no result that you want. You're going to need to stick to one thing, one model, one strategy, one time, one pair. I'm going to teach you guys the bread and butter strategy that I use. I'm going to teach you enough for you to pick from, but at the end of the day, you're going to have to pick one. Only one. Final thing is, you're going to have to give yourself at least 1 year. If you expect to come in the markets and within 2-3 months be printing money, you are delusional. Please do not even start. Don't bother me. Don't bother yourself. Don't waste your money. You're going to have to give yourself at least 1 year of journaling, sticking to one thing, learning, to then maybe start making money. I'm saying at least 1 year, and that's me being generous. The reason I picked 1 year is because I know, as I said earlier, if I was exposed to the right information from the beginning, I would have became profitable within 1 to 1.5 years instead of 2.5, 3. So because I know that I can probably do it in this amount of time, then anyone else can do it. At least 1 year. It doesn't mean you're going to take 1 year. You could take less. It could take a bit more. It could take 1.5, 2, maybe even 3. But you're going to have to give yourself at least, in your mind, do not expect to make money in less than 1 year. Do not. At least 1 year of working hard, hours and hours every single day, back testing, applying what I say, journaling, doing all the work that I'm going to go over that you guys have to do. At least 1 year. Last and final thing that I want to talk about, what to expect from the markets. Let's talk about this. Absolutely nothing. The markets don't owe you anything. Your analysis means nothing on the markets. The markets do what they want to do. Do not get married to one thing that you think the market has to do, and if it doesn't do it, then all hell breaks loose. What you think upon the market has no weight. You have no weight on the market. The market does what it wants to do. We are simply people that try to predict what the market wants to do. If you take a trade and you lose on that trade, it's not that the market is wrong. It's not that the market did you dirty. It's not that the market hunted you. It's because you were wrong. The market owes you absolutely nothing. It owes you absolutely nothing. You are the one trying to predict what the market wants to do. If you take a trade and you win, you predicted correctly. If you took a trade and you lost, you predicted not correctly, incorrectly. The market owes you nothing. If from now you get this idea in your head, you will save yourself a lot of money, mental state, time. You need to understand the market owes you absolutely nothing. Take a screenshot on this, save it, put it as your back screen, whatever. The market owes you nothing. You weigh nothing in the market. Again, you are simply someone who's trying to predict what the market is going to do next. I hope these couple of points were clear. Go over this again if you need to. This will be the first lecture in this series. Very important lecture to get your mental state ready, to get you knowledge about what to expect from me, yourself, the markets. Very important points to kind of, clear out some misinformation that you might or might not have. But this is very important to know. Everything that was talked about in this lecture is very important. This will be your first lecture. I hope you guys learned something valuable. If you need to listen to this again, please feel free to do so. This is very important. And until next lecture, stay safe and happy trading.